Hi, this is Ahmed. I'm here with Popcornea, and I'm joined by Kalle, the notorious promoter. How are you doing?
I'm notorious.
Yeah.
That's the first I thought it was reserved for Conor McGregor. You called me notorious, yeah. Certain circles, yes.
Yeah, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good, mate.
Yeah?
I'm doing good, yeah. Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good as well.
Good,
Yeah.
good, fantastic.
Yeah. So earlier in the press conference,
Yeah.
KSI was talking about how he came back for Jake Paul and how there's negotiations coming on.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, KSI, he's with Misfits, right?
Yeah.
Jake, he's with MVP.
Misfits, he owns part of Misfits.
Yeah, of course. And then Jake with MVP, Showtime, KSI DAZN. So how are those negotiations like going to happen?
Yeah. So first of all, explain. So MVP, Misfits, those are just the promotional organisations. So that's the talking parties. Yeah. They then have their relationships to their broadcasters. I don't know the relationship with MVP and Showtime. No idea what that is because it's not my relationship. Yeah. Ours is with DAZN, but we're not at the stage yet when we're talking about broadcasting situations and stuff like that. It's more about when it could happen and stuff like that. It's led by Mams Taylor, who talks a lot to the MVP side, and then I will do the broadcasting side, my end.
Right. Okay. Now, actually, speaking about that, if we look at some of the MVP events, right, they seem to be shying away from the crossover aspect. Well, Misfits really embraces it. What sort of led you to do that?
Well, I come out of a generational promotional family, so my classic boxing business is my classic boxing business, and it was never, for me, this space works so beautifully on its own, and to focus on that, and I don't think that it doesn't work for me to mix it up.
Yeah.
You can occasionally have some pro boxers might come over to Misfits. I don't know, but it would have to be at a novice stage. That I think is the beauty of Misfits, is that we don't take ourselves too seriously, and we know. I know it's novice boxing, and I know it's great fun to watch.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's in the name. You're Misfits of.
Yeah, we're Misfits. Boxing. That's why we look at anything, man. Yeah. We look at boxing from every single angle. We've had everything from YouTubers to OnlyFans to me talking about Matt Hancock today. So, we're doing the rounds. Yeah.
And speaking of that, Joe mentioned that they'd like to get actors in. Now, I'm an actor myself, so I know there's a lot of actors that really want to get into it. Someone like Barry Keoghan, he's really keen to get into the scene. Yeah. Is that something you're actively pursuing?
Well, we're not actively pursuing. In this case, if I'm not running around Oxford Street with a sign, I'm looking for actors for the next Misfits show. Yeah. But it's an open invitation. Yeah. So, I mean, we've had lots of people from. Oh, and I wouldn't quite call them actors. I'm going to be respectful to actors. Yeah. Is the Geordie Shaws, the Towies, that sort of thing. I mean, they're not actors, but they're in that sort of television space. Yeah, reality stars. That's a good word for it. Reality stars. But no, I mean, actors, of course. I mean, if Idris Elba tomorrow fancies a ruck and he wants to come, then more than happy. No, it's like we said up there. It's for everyone. Yeah. It has to have obviously a public following, but also has to want to be in that world. And as I've said before, you can want it, you can believe it, but the second you get, like Mike Tyson said, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. What I would highlight again is, when you get punched in the face with 10-ounce gloves, your mind changes pretty quickly on whether you still want to be in this after that one fight. That's why you're going to see some tourists who come in, try it and say, not for me. Credit to them even for actually making it through a camp and getting in a ring. Yeah. But the ones who return, for me, those are real warriors. Mm-hmm.
Now, last question. So, a lot of influencers recently have who have been approached by Misfits have complained about the payments. They're saying, "Oh, I made more on other events and things like that." Even though, of course, you're approaching it as a business, right? Yeah. But is there any sort of urgency to try and perhaps get those guys on, maybe do another pay-per-view without KSI to get a fight like Gibb and a Slim, which is really anticipated by the community?
Look, we'll look at doing pay-per-views, but I mean, I haven't. You know, if someone don't want what I'm paying them, they can go somewhere else and see if they get paid.
Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, the other cards that pay them more, they don't really exist anymore, do they? So.
No, because they didn't pay the boxers.
Yeah.
So if I tell you today, I'll give you 10 grand.
Yeah.
But you can be sure that 10 grand's on the account tomorrow. Do you go to the other guy who gives you 100 grand, but you don't know if you're going to get your money?
Yeah, exactly.
So I'd go with the 10 grand, mate.
Yeah, I would as well. Yeah.
Absolutely.
For sure. All right, well, it's nice talking to you.
Thank you, mate.
Yeah,
It's a pleasure.
Speak to you soon.
Good luck with your acting.
Thank you.
Take care,
yeah,
mate.
You too.